Hey guys, what's up? It's CS back here with another installment, and here are my picks for UFC 160 Velasquez versus Bigfoot 2. Now, unfortunately for UFC on FX, Belfort versus Rockhold, I did not make picks for that card. Sorry, I have been busy as of late. I know I sound like a broken record if you guys have been watching me for a while. As of late, I kind of have been being sporadic about uploading these videos, but I'm going to try to get on my grind as best as possible come this summer. So if you guys want to bear with me, I really appreciate that. But as for Belfort versus Rockhold, I actually went 12-1 on that card, so that was nice. As for this card, I don't know, I think some things can go up in the air. It looks like a fun card to bet on. I really can't wait for it. The main card looks like dynamite, so I'm really excited for that. As for the preliminary card, I do have my picks for those, but in the description below, like usual, I am feeling extra confident about some of those, so I might use them in parlays. If you guys want to message me about that or comment, please do so. But yeah, we're just going to start off in the main card, of course. Again, with the main event, Cain Velasquez versus Antonio Bigfoot Silva 2. Alright guys, now this title matchup is a joke, of course. Antonio Bigfoot Silva has no chance of winning against Cain Velasquez. We saw the first fight between these two. Cain Velasquez put hands on him immediately on the feet, and of course when it went down to the ground, Antonio Bigfoot Silva became a bloody mess because Cain's top control is too good. Couple that with his ground and pound, and then you're going to look bloody. You're going to lose liters of blood like Antonio Bigfoot Silva in that fight. And I think the same thing's going to happen in this one. Just Cain, I think, has better hand speed. He's faster. He's more agile. You know, what can I say? It's just, you couple that with his technical skills, he's a better wrestler. He probably could take Bigfoot Silva down if he felt like it, and then sit in his guard until he ground pounds him away. He can very well do that, or he could probably knock you down on the feet and then do that, you know, once you fall. So I think that's what's going to happen again. I think that Bigfoot Silva's hand speed is too slow. Sure, he knocked out Alistair Overeem, but that was Alistair Overeem in fat/sparring mode. So, you know, I really can only take that win with a grain of salt. You know, of course, he has a puncher's chance against Velasquez, but I think it's highly unlikely with the amount of movement Velasquez does on the feet. Kind of always pivoting, not really the flat-footed fighter that Antonio Bigfoot Silva is, and he also has the hand speed advantage. So Velasquez should win this relatively easily. He'll get within the reach of Bigfoot Silva, and then once he's able to knock him out with a short punch or maybe an overhand, then it's going to be lights out on the mat because Velasquez is going to turn him into a bloody mess like he did last time. So that's what I'm looking for. Cain Velasquez, first round TKO due to strikes. And now moving on, let's go to that co-main event between Junior Dos Santos and Mark Hunt, of course, also in heavyweight. Now, Junior Dos Santos did get decision by Cain Velasquez in their last bout, the second bout of their maybe trilogy. Who knows? Maybe we will see that if Junior Dos Santos is able to get by Mark Hunt. Personally, I don't think it's going to happen. As long as this fight is on the feet, sure, Mark Hunt is slower, sure, he is smaller, but he does have crazy hands as far as when those things hit you. He hits so goddamn hard, and Junior Dos Santos does not have the greatest striking defense. I think that's going to be his own undoing in this fight. You know, Dos Santos has sick hand speed. He has nice combinations. He has a nice, you know, jab uppercut combo, which I really like. But I don't think that stuff's going to phase Mark Hunt. You know, Mark Hunt's chin has looked like it has faded about 3 or 4 years back. But personally, I think that Junior Dos Santos is not the hardest hitter that Mark Hunt has had to face. I think he's going to have to eat some shots in order to find an opening for that huge-ass overhand, which I think he's going to clock Junior Dos Santos with, and then finish him off with more strikes if need be. If not, it's going to be walk-off for Mark Hunt. I think that Mark Hunt's chin can handle Junior Dos Santos' punches, and I don't think Junior Dos Santos' punches can handle an overhand from Mark Hunt, which I think is definitely doomed for Junior Dos Santos to receive come within this fight. So I'm going to say Mark Hunt is able to knock out Junior Dos Santos. I'm going to say early in the second round with that nice overhand right, maybe more strikes. Guys, as long as that fight's on the feet, I think Mark Hunt wins it. And if you are picking Junior Dos Santos, due to the fact that you think he will mix it up against Mark Hunt, I think Junior Dos Santos has a point to prove on the feet. So I think he's most likely going to want to use his hand speed against him. Again, I think Mark Hunt's going to win via knockout. Whatever. Let's move on to that light heavyweight bout between Glover Teixeira and James Te Huna. Interesting fight because James Te Huna hits like a dump truck. So does Glover Teixeira. Both of these guys can use their wrestling in reverse. James Te Huna, though, has shitty striking defense, but then again, so does Glover Teixeira. So who do you pick? I personally think Glover Teixeira technically is better everywhere. And because of that, he is going to win this fight. I think James Te Huna is going to come in, throwing hands, just dropping bombs, Mark Hunt style, and pressing forward. And I think Glover Teixeira is going to have to weather an early storm. However, towards the later part of this fight. I think Glover's cardio is going to get the better of James Tuhuna. I think he's going to win a 29-28 decision because of that. I think that after James Tuhuna gasses trying to knock him out with big overhand rights and stuff, I think he's going to try to pursue takedowns, unsuccessfully getting stuffed by the cage by Glover Teixeira. I think Glover Teixeira is going to take advantage in the clinch, if not take down James Tuhuna himself and then ground and pound him from there. Maybe pick up a finish, but I'm mainly looking at a 29-28 decision for Glover Teixeira, if not more lopsided. I think it's an easy win for him. James Tuhuna, for me, technically does not have the skills to beat Glover, but he's still a physical, brute, imposing, and exciting fighter. So I'm looking forward to what he can bring against Glover. Again, I just think Glover's a little bit more polished everywhere, and he has that cardio to boot. So I'm going to go with Glover Teixeira again via 29-28 unanimous decision. And now moving on to that lightweight matchup between Gray Maynard and TJ Grant. Easy fight to call. Gotta go with Gray Maynard. As great as TJ Grant has looked as of late with his Muay Thai striking, his clinch looks really good, and he can definitely mix in those elbows and the knees. And of course, just standing up, he's looked really good too. He's looked a little bit more technical than Evan Dunham in that fight. Although it was very close, it was still a nice display from TJ Grant, and I think he can really do some damage against Gray Maynard if Gray Maynard just chooses to strike with him. However, if Gray Maynard knew what was good for him, he would take TJ Grant down and try not to get submitted. TJ Grant's jiu-jitsu game is pretty good. He has nice transitions. However, Gray Maynard, with his blue belt from Andre Pederneiras, I'm pretty sure he knows a thing or two of not getting swept by, just staying in the guard and just not doing much, Hawker and Diaz style. So I think that Gray Maynard can do that against TJ Grant, and I think it will happen. I think it's going to happen over the course of, the most part of 2 of the 3 rounds in this fight, and I think he can steal the fight because of it. I think it's going to look close because as long as it is on the feet, I think TJ Grant will be making sure that he is laying hands on Gray Maynard. I think he's going to be able to put the distance on him as far as the jab game, and I think that whenever it is close, he's going to be kneeing or elbowing Gray Maynard. But of course, he's going to be taken down from those precarious positions. And I say precarious because I think once TJ Grant is taken down, I'm not sure if he has a scrambling ability to get up from a Gray Maynard who actually knows some top control nowadays. So I'm going to say that Gray Maynard is going to do a lot of that in this fight. I'm not looking for the most spectacular fight. However, if we do see some nice transition work and some nice striking and perhaps some bombs from Gray Maynard, you know what? Maybe this could be fight of the night. Who knows? Maybe Gray Maynard is able to lay TJ Grant out like he did Frankie Edgar in the second and third fight. But of course, Frankie survived those storms. We'll see if TJ Grant can, if we perhaps do see those early bombs from Gray Maynard. I think it's going to be a fun fight. But again, I'm going to pick Gray Maynard to look a little bit more conservative, some wrestling, and some top control for the win. Alrighty, folks, here we go with the last fight I'll be breaking down. Of course, it's kicking us off on the main card. It's between KJ Nunes and Donald Cerrone. Everyone's expecting some sort of fight bonus from this fight. And I can't blame you. I think Donald Cerrone might get an exciting finish against KJ Nunes, maybe a submission or something like that. If not, they'll both get the fight of the night if it goes to distance, because KJ Nunes shows a lot of heart in this fight. He doesn't exactly quit when it's just striking. So he's going to try to go out there, paw jabs, try to land bombs, but I don't think he's going to be able to because Donald Cerrone, I think, has a little bit better cardio. I think he pivots better. I think he knows how to move in and out of the pocket better. And he's going to be able to rip leg kicks and punch equally well with both hands. I think he has a lot more variety in the striking game. I think he's a little bit more aggressive with it too. And once he's able to knock down KJ Nunes, I think he's going to be able to finish him off with a rear naked choke or something. Nunes is tough to finish, even on the mat, but I think Donald Cerrone is just way too skilled to not finish someone like KJ Nunes. I just think he's so much better everywhere. Is Cerrone, plus he's a little bit more physically imposing. He does have the height and reach advantage, and he hits a little harder in my opinion. So you got to go with Donald Cerrone to win this fight. I'm going to say he knocks him down again and then wins via rear naked choke. So that's my pick, Donald Cerrone, first round submission. And there it is, guys. Thank you for watching my picks on UFC 160. Velasquez versus Bigfoot 2. Hopefully you guys enjoy this card. I'm definitely tuning in, and stay tuned for a review. Hopefully I actually get one done. I think I will. I don't think I have anything else planned that night. We'll see. Who knows? But yeah, I really can't wait for this card, so I definitely do recommend you watch it. Again, like usual, preliminary card picks in the description below. And yeah, I think that about does it. So deuces for all my supporters, bruises for all my haters, and take care.